Okay, so fix the camera. Good to go. Alright, so back to Warhammer40k Crusade. We will make ourselves finish this up if we can. Put the stuff away because I was just not with it last night. So let's put everything out. And good. So where do we leave off? So no matter how we get to here, we're going to add 2 here. There's no more base ones here. So the best thing to do would be to take this one, the secret mission. Because doing this one gives us the lowest level possible here. And then we just need to do this one and this one. Because I'm trying to unlock as many of them as possible while keeping the level as low as possible. That's important. Grab the extra experience. And grab the tarot card. Start it up. That's what's important. I have also considered doing some of the other classes just to do the 100% on the achievements. But I'm not going to stream those. Unless somebody really wants to see me go through them.
There is no respite. There is nowhere to hide. Across the galaxy, there is only war.
Oof, that was nasty. So we're here to do a purging. I love purges. They're easy, they're straightforward. In my opinion, probably the most 40k thing to do. Get sent to go to a system and just purge the hell out of it. Oh, there's heretics. Oh, there's problems. Just purge everything. That's probably the most 40k thing that you could actually do. Just kill all the problems. It just seems like that's what you would do in 40k. Doesn't matter if you're in a Stardate or you're, you know, something else. I have been considering looking into the role-playing game. Not much for the miniature war game play. I think it's cool and all, but it has a huge investment. And I really don't want to do that. I got enough in D&D that are unpainted and unfinished. I have no interest in picking up another expensive hobby. That I don't really have space for it. But doing like the RPG thing might be fun. That's a weird spot for it. I've never seen one in a corner like that. I went through a lot of these boards.
Let's see what happens now.
It's just the one. That'd be fun. I also considered for my players getting Nemesis. Though they are rather adverse to the idea. I've also considered putting them into Ravenloft for a mission or two. Maybe get one of the campaign sets. And just run them through that. Because that'd be entertaining. It's more about the storytelling side of it
This machine does. Defense mechanism activated.
than anything else. And I've been getting better about keeping the murder hobos at bay and making it to where things tend to do other things. So like in their adventure today, they were going against a vine drake, and the vine drake ran away. And then later on, they went against a couple of pterodactyls who they had 4 on the board, and 3 of them tried to carry somebody off. Which, if that had happened, the character that was carried off would have been dead. But for some strange reason, they all managed to successfully rescue the would-be victim. I was depressed that all 3 of them managed to run away like that and survive.
One last push and the
It's like, whatever. Moving on. And that's something that I probably wouldn't have done a couple of months ago. But I thought it was interesting and appropriate to do. So I'm getting better at that kind of stuff. Of course, playing preset adventures that have very hack and slash themes doesn't help, because we're going through the G series right now, which locks it at 97. Okay, so we're going through the G series right now, which is dealing with giants. So we did the Stone and Hill Giant one first, which is G1. So we killed the Hill Giant Jarl. The second mission, that one is G2, which is the Frost Giant Jarl. Finished that one up last week, and now we're doing the Fire Giant. And honestly, compared to the Frost Giant one, the Fire Giant one, just, I think it's going to be an easier run. Especially if they can find a nice safe spot to hide and rest up in between runs. What's the seal do? When an anomaly or warp interacting with an warp anomaly gives focused state for 20 seconds. Not really something I need. Okay. So that locks this one in. The next thing we should push for is, I guess, this one. So it'd be this one, and that one is the most direct route. I actually don't need that one. I don't need that one, because we don't need that Crusade. So I'll map it out a little differently. The trick here is to unlock as many of them as you can by producing as few levels as possible.
Oh, the sweet stench of imminent death. The
Totally
craving
strikes.
for bloodshed before the battle.
Sure.
I wish I could be there with my battle brothers. Take the
So this is
enemy
capture
head on,
targets.
lay waste to their strongholds, and show no mercy.
Sure. This is an easy one if you don't want to do a full purge. But you typically do. I typically end up doing it. Because you need to do the mapping in order to find if there's a bonus in the board anyway. So you tend to do as much as you can.
Inquisitor. Electrospectral scanning revealed info fragments of
All right.
in close proximity.
Give me that extra fragment. Yeah, fragment.
Another enemy
Where is it?
position
Where is it?
taken.
Where is it? There it is.
Deny the spent flesh and aching wounds.
Alright, so we have our
Onwards
fragment.
to victory.
Now we really don't need to do anything
Blessed
else.
scanning psalms have been executed and indicate essential info fragments, Inquisitor. Data has been inloaded.
There we go. Now it's just a matter of clearing things out. There might be something else here, so never underestimate it. I've seen more than one. We had that last week. Where we actually had a couple of cases where we saw two things, two bonuses in the same dungeon. Really weird. It was unexpected. Because we hadn't seen it prior. So there's always the possibility that we've seen it once now, that we could run into it again. Now, and I would say I'm not expecting it here, but it was more one of the open maps like this one that we actually saw it, so you never know.
At your command.
Die. Void Ripper, there we go. So it's always kind of things you have to take into consideration. What is the worst possible scenario and what could they possibly throw at you? And often, you'll find the weird stuff. Is what they decide to throw out there.
Another enemy position taken. Deny the spent flesh and aching wounds. Onwards to victory.
There we go.
For the Emperor!
Works for me, I guess. See? Told you. There was a second one on this board. Just rescue the survivor.
For the die! At your command.
It would have been easy to miss that one if you weren't paying attention. That one not so much. That one you probably would have found. But no, because both of them, one was near the... Each of them was near one of the thingies, so... As long as they're near the achievements and goals,
This fortified zone is
Pretty
finally
easy.
ours. Blessed be the
to
God
find.
Emperor.
Alright, there's
Capture
something
the
else over
next
here.
one.
It's a purple one over here.
Data transfer charms have been successful. Code
So-
mission coordinates inloaded.
That makes 3 on this one adventure. 4 Sorrow Skull. There shouldn't have been a Sorrow Skull on this mission. Corrupt Sorrow Skull's on a different mission. I was should not have had a corrupt servo skull too.
Their demise is your salvation,
There we go.
Inquisitor. Once again, the enemies of the Imperium failed miserably.
At your command.
So many bonuses on this one that you don't normally get that many. Jeez. Corrupt servo skull. Corrupt servo skull. A survivor. An info fragment and an unlock for the covert mission. Curiosity, what level is it's in a spot that I can't see. Well, it spawned over here. Alright, so this one's locked in at 34. This one's locked in at 94. This one's locked in at 95. That one's locked in at 94. That one's 98. That one's 94. That one's 94. So this is gonna get +1. This is gonna get +1. Keep this one's +2. This one unlocks these two. This path unlocks these two. Yeah, let's do this one. I don't know how far we can get. If the levels get too high, we're gonna get halted. We can do like 98. Maybe a 99. Maybe.
The mysterious ways of the Inquisition never cease to frighten me. They dispatch an agent of your caliber to rescue some Imperial cannon fodder. Will they get a hero's welcome or end up in an interrogation chamber?
Yeah,
Winter, out.
it's fine. It's fine. We just gotta pick up some sods who've been pinned down. We get our survivors. The White Rippers are definitely a problem, but you know, they're not that big right now. Easy peasy. Yeah, Void Rippers die. That I have to reload. Saw a good meme earlier today. It was like, you know, what the enlightened people choose, and it's like every weapon in Warhammer40k. The grab pistols, the plasma rifles, and pistols, and yada yada yada. And it's like, what normally you'll pick bolter, heavy bolter. And you're not wrong. The bolter and the heavy bolter has some of the highest DPS in the games. Not everybody can use them because of class restrictions or proficiency restrictions, depending on which game you're playing. But when you take that into consideration, most people can use a bolter or a heavy bolter, as long as they got the strength requirements for it.
You just saved some Imperial meat from the grinder. Get to the next group.
Is there any left?
Ready to fight.
Okay, cool. I thought they all died. Right after she registered that we'd won.
Now die, maggots.
It would have been rather sad. Well, apparently the graphical glitches still exist. There's still flickering floor tiles.
Charge. I
But the
said
fog is definitely better. Maybe that means I can turn the graphics setting back up to where it belongs.
Guardsman.
I prefer it on medium or high,
At your command.
but there was so much graphical lag from an update a few weeks ago
Take it like a
that I just had to turn it down. But there's been updates since then, so hopefully we won't have the lag we did. Seriously. Oh, garbage. Save my guardsman. Need to keep them alive. I have guardsmen going wild all over the place. There we go. Kill off a bunch of them at once. Hopefully we still got some guys left.
Unit under distress relieved. Find the rest of the survivors.
Looks like most of them survived. Take that as a win.
for the Emperor.
Oh, right there, it's got a trap in it.
The chest was just a bait. Treacherous trick, a treacherous enemy.
For the Emperor.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll get through it. Now once we're done here, since I have some time off coming up, we will be going back to Moria to finish off that game.
No more units to save. Go to the extraction zone.
God. Because Return to Moria were... Let's see, we got to Belagist Forge. So we have to get to the Durin's Forge, the Mithril Forge, and clear the shadow. Clear the source of the shadow. And then we can actually finish up the game. And then we're done with our plan. We'll be able to do that. The endings. It's not going to be short. There'll be a lot of farming, a lot of grinding, a lot of mining
For the Emperor.
that we have to do. But we'll get through it. We'll get there. Won't take us too long.
Take it like a man, guardsman.
Probably take us another 20 hours or so of gameplay. And most it's gonna be farming.
For the Emperor.
Die.
I said charge.
And it's down. Easy peasy.
The survivors have been secured. Interrogation teams are standing by.
Alright. We'll see how this goes. So what's after that? I still have Between the Stars to finish up, which I'll do this week. That's already a 99. Holy cow. This is going to be a Nurgle infestation. 99 could be rough, but we'll see how it goes. So what's next? I don't know.
We identified the demonic contagion in the zone. Samples indicate warp-infested unknown pathogens. Now, it is your field of expertise, Inquisitor.
Yeah, purge. We know what it is. In this case, go purge it. We actually got a detonation. That's unusual. Normally at this level we don't get instant deaths. I'll take it. Not normal. What we'll do is we'll go as far as we can. At some point we'll basically hit our limit. Oh no, we can't go past that. Yeah. So far, 99's doing okay. We're not taking too much damage on 99. That's good. It's okay. As long as we keep our damage down. That's the important part. We might have to bail on this. Pretty quick. And just go for the achievement. Yeah, go for the actual planned locations and then be done with that. You might have to do that if it gets too tough. But it's always possible. But as long as we plan it out well, we'll be good.
Recoil, unclean.
It's not
Nurgle-based contamination neutralized.
good to go. Trick here is to cover the whole map as much as we can without exposing ourselves to literally the whole map. So this is burn, but we're not even using fire damage. There we go. It's like, jeez, people. Just die already. Go. I said we're sitting okay. Yeah. Gotta give it a second to catch up.
Infection source cauterized.
Oh, there's one more down. So, there's one left. And then we can scan the board for anything of value. That's the important part. Just getting through the mess. Because I can just run and train them all until we find something of value. if we find something of value. And then deal with the onslaught if there's actually anything there of value. Ow. That axe guy. Annoying.
Reloading.
It's not the axe guy, it's the psyker. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Ah.
The Plague
That's it.
Lord miscalculated our response time, Inquisitor. Such mistakes deserve immediate retribution.
Okay. At this point, we can just look for whatever it is that's here that we need to pick up other than that. And if there's nothing, we're just done. As long as I'm running, they're not gonna do enough damage to me to worry about it. Yep, the terminal's over here. That terminal over here. Alright. Like I said, we can just train them. We go on the suicide train here. For the most part, we'll be fine. We know how to do this. It's not complicated. It is a little tricky. And heaven forbid we actually find something. That'd be the worst. We actually found something. Nope. Nada. Out. I mean, I could have done it. I could have even done a full purge at 99. Boss rush. I've been harder. Okay, so this one is locked in at 100. As we expected. This one's locked in at 100. This is 98. This is a hot pursuit. This one's a hard one. But I think we can do it. That means what's going to be next to it is going to be either a 100 or 101. Which might be a little too tough at that point. But
Insertion to hostile zone complete.
we know where they're
Fugitive
going.
is aware of your presence. Remember to take the target alive. A fresh corpse will not be enough this time.
Yeah. And it can be a little tricky to do these. You gotta remember to use the right command at the right time.
Oil unclean. Down with the Imperium. Take these cowards. Unclean.
And come on, give us 9-5, people. Got him.
Teleportarium transfer successful. Target secured. Interrogation chamber will be ready by the time you return.
Now we're good.
Mission complete.
We got him right away. Which means just need to clean up the trash. So we have literally this whole map to explore real quick and look for a bonus. But it's easy peasy. It's 98, so not too bad. Pretty easy to kill. So it's not gonna be too hard. It's just going through the motions. Looking through the map. Trying to figure out what we're missing.
Smash the tyrant.
His odds are there's something on this board. It's usually the way it works. Something I would like to do, build-wise, is have on-hit health and on-hit shields, as well as on-kill health and shields. That would make a huge difference. I'd be able to make a lot of health that way. If we were doing vampire health and shields. Not always doable based on items you get. But it is one of those things that's completely doable. Oh God. Get rid of all of that. That was nasty. Kill off the elite. Cryptic data pad.
Analysis complete. The data slate you found has a unique encryption litanies running.
Thank
You
you.
need to access a decryption terminal.
Okay, now I just need to find the decryption terminal.
Time for payback!
There's the questions. Where's the terminal?
Another corpse to loot.
Should be right here somewhere. Am I full? Sword. I am full. I'm gonna sell off after. I'm gonna sell off after the last few missions, apparently. Okay. That's a safe room. I'm not seeing a decryption terminal in this mission. This mission doesn't exist. I just didn't see it. Now maybe I looked over it. So I'll run back through just to make sure. Usually pretty obvious. Because they're clickable. But they're not always available until you have the thing to be decrypted. It also could be in a different mission. That's a possibility too. They do that sometimes. Not that I understand why. Okay, so blueprint.
Smash the tyrant!
Like this room here, I kind of blitzed through pretty quick.
Down with the Imperium!
Because I was chasing the dude. So, there's always a chance that I missed it here. Because I did just kind of plow through these pretty quick.
Kill the Imperium scum! Death rain!
A blue implant. I just throw that away anyway. Never mind. Alright, so no terminal in this mission that I can tell. On to the next one. We'll unload because I have to sell off. And then we'll go on to the next one. Figure out what the map looks like. Like I said, we can do 100. Sell that off. Sell that. Grab those. Sell that stuff off. What's this one? Purity sale. Cool. Let's unload. Right. Now let's see here. This one is a 102. That's what I thought it was going to be. 100 is doable. 102? I don't think so. I didn't realize this one was a 0. Bloody. I mean, this is going to be a 102 instead of a 100. Okay. It's a Chaos Hunt. So you got this unlocked in 97, so that's fine. This is gonna be rough. Alright, we'll do it. We'll do it. It'll be a challenge, but we'll do it.
The enemies of the Imperium are infinite, and such a
here,
vast threat can only be fought with ingenuity. Kill the masters, and you will render a sea of vermin helpless.
I love how the ingenuity they have is just kill everybody. The ingenuity to defeat this one, just kill them off. Like, that takes real skill or talent to do. It doesn't. Now, granted, it does take really good ammo. And good armor. So you can defend yourself. And just annihilate them, you know, pretty much one shot. But you get some gear, a little bit of skill. You don't die, but it's okay. Yeah, nope. We're not gonna die here, so.
Inquisitor. Electrospectral scanning revealed info
Yay.
fragments of high importance in close proximity.
Die, unclean.
What the hey? Be gone with you.
Blessed scanning psalms have been executed and indicate essential info fragments, Inquisitor.
Yeah, thanks.
Data has been enloaded.
No, dodge that one. I don't need to go fight that. So I'm not going to. If I don't need to fight something like that, I'm not going to. This one here I have to fight. So many pains in my butt. Oh god, why'd I do that? Oops. I died.
No pity.
When you get too many things on the screen, it's just not good for you.
For the Emperor!
Alright. Like I said, I want to try and just go for the bosses and be done with them. In this particular adventure. In order to do that effectively, you have to make sure to get rid of the extra trash that could aggro before you get there. These guys here, easy to get rid of, but pain in the butt if they aggro while you're trying to fight one of these big bats. Here, behind this guy, throw a grenade. Too much on my base. Okay, so we gotta heal. And get rid of the trash. Works for me. Now we can go after this guy.
He deserved
That's
worse.
two.
Much worse.
Two, I didn't even die. Live with that. So we got our info fragment, which is what we're expecting to find on this board. Guys. Okay. Now, what are those? Things here. Oh, I died. Oh, it was. I ran through the toxic sludge.
By the Emperor, let's not do this one more time.
Yeah. No. We might be okay. Okay, so problem we have is I've got two Astartes. That's the problem. I didn't see either of them. When we went in there before because the angle we came in at. But trust me, we've done the whole kite thing with bigger bots than this thing. Good for me. Oh, I missed. That's it.
set a fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.
Yeah, it took me 2 lives. So with bosses, that's about as far up as I want to go. Because anything more than that, I don't think we're going to make it. Cool. What's this one? Another Chaos hunt at 102. Well, you're at 94, you're at 102, you're at 95. If we do this one, clean off, do the other one, that'll open up pretty much the whole map, and we can just clean up the ones that we know we can do, and to heck with the rest of them. That's gonna be the trick. Because the last ones we pick up are gonna be like 103s and 104s.
Transfer complete. Teleportarium locked down. As far as I know, all the Imperials who asked for immediate help have been found. I've
Okay.
got the coordinates to your tactical sensorium. Save as many of these
Great.
unfortunate devils as you can. But for what greater or darker purpose, I wonder.
Yeah. We're going after the survivors. And then we'll clear off the map. It's low enough level that we can do that easily. Some of the bosses will be a little tough, but especially if we get piles like this where you have like bunches of them just trying to mass murder us at once. Ugh. Don't appreciate it.
Ready to fight.
You're not even being assaulted.
Unit under distress relieved. Find the rest of the survivors.
Alright. So let's go straight up here to this one. And once we pick up all the survivors, we'll be good to go.
Take it like a man,
There we go.
Rescued by an Inquisitor. Is that a good or a bad omen?
Don't know.
Onwards! Don't
I will never know what happens to them. The interrogators will do their job, and they'll probably be mind scrubbed anyway. Probably what's going to happen to them anyway. And they get put into probably my ranks. Or somebody else's ranks and be done with it. Okay. You're a guardsman. Go back to work. You're not part of this regiment or whatever.
move! Move!
The seeking and saving part is done.
All
Find
right.
the evacuation points and I'll handle the rest.
So let's go ahead and just use them to clear out some of this map. So it's a little bit extra firepower. So I'll go that way. Gives me lots of extra firepower for a few minutes. As long as at least one of them leaves, we're good. So, we have a gray space up here. That's in this corner of the map. That guy, that guy. These guys over here. Here, these little snot noses. Goodbye, woofies. That in the way. It's visually in the way. Okay, there we go. No, it's in the main map. It's on the main map. We'll be good here. Alright. What do we have? This corner, anything good? Not really. Nothing significant, at least. There's that. And I guess we go this way. Catch up this gray area over here, and be good to go, and just drop them off at the top of the crib. That wasn't even satisfying. It's okay though. It's fine. Here's the evac station. And they're gonna go.
Good job. I thought the Inquisitors were less proficient at saving things, but I stand corrected.
Yeah, we can save things occasionally. Works for me. Now I'll go clean off real quick. Thank you. Okay, now this one is 103. This one is 102. So these two are probably impossible. This one's probably impossible. That one's improbable. And the rest of these are okay. Let's do this one, make that one open. That'll be 104, whatever. At this point, we'll just do what we can, and that'll be the end of the Crusade. Most of these Crusades take 2 to 3 hours. It's not that bad.
You are expected to mark a bunker for an aerial strike. The target is reinforced by anti-aircraft artillery.
Sure.
You must take out the foot soldiers and guns first, then finish the bunker. All this, taking it in stride single-handedly. Oh, the seemingly pointless intrigues of the Holy Ordo.
Yeah, they don't make any sense. But we do the job. You're like a rogue trader, man. Been out there doing all the goods of the galaxy with minimal support. But in reality, they all have territories. You know, they own the systems and stuff. And that's the part that...
Inquisitor. Electrospectral scanning revealed info fragments of high importance in close proximity.
Got it.
Blessed scanning psalms have been executed and indicate essential info fragments, Inquisitor. Data has been unloaded.
Yep. See. There we go. And now we take out the guns.
Target neutralized.
One
At
anti-air
this
gun
rate,
done.
you'll be back on board in no time.
Wait, there's a special over here.
Ready to fight.
Alright, protect the dude while he's trying to do a thing. Got it. Oh, he's closing the portal. That's right. No, die. Die.
Take it like a man, guardsman.
There we go. Nice and easy.
Onwards. Don't linger, guardsman.
Reloading.
Portal closed. Oh, so much good loot. That'll help my coffers. Trust me, my bank coffers will thank me later. We so needed that. So this is the bunker. We found it inadvertently. And it is now clear of target defenders. Because of that gate dude. Thank you very much.
Kill the heretic.
I should come over here and grab this other turret. Got 2 of these left. Here, one there, and then we're good. Oh, that wasn't fun. Yeah, he didn't live, so it doesn't matter. Okay, I want to shut off.
Target neutralized. At this rate, you'll be back on board in no time.
That's fine. Just need to go through it. Ah, that's a lot of doggies. Thankfully, they die pretty quick. And if I can get my players to be interested in something other than some really basic, you know, smash and grab D&D stuff, that'd be fun. I think 40k would be a fun universe to be in for a role-playing game. But it is a lot of complicated rules. A lot of complicated stuff. But I think 40k, they made the game too complicated, in my opinion. A lot of,
Kill confirmed. Target offline.
a lot of the stats and stuff in the game, for the RPG side of it, seem too complicated. Don't get me wrong, I love the lore, I love the language. But I think, in my opinion, the tabletop variant really wasn't thought out well as a tabletop. It's fine for computer stuff. You know, for being on a computer or whatever. But it's not really well thought out for tabletop.
There was a protective hex on the chest. I must defeat the summoned creature.
Because a lot of things that you have to do. A lot of features and stuff that you can pick up, and they play with each other in very complicated ways sometimes. So, and I found that out when I was playing
You are still alive, and more or less
Rogue
in one
Trader.
piece. That's
So
a
if they had to read
success,
books,
I guess.
and the
Initiating
books played the
exfiltration
same way
rituals.
as what we were having in Rogue Trader. And I was like, a lot of it was like, I don't know what this really does. It's not well defined. Or at least it wasn't in Rogue Trader. Or it's like, how is this really going to help me in the computer game? I can see what help you in like a tabletop where a little more roleplay goes on. But, you know, that kind of stuff. That puts that one at 104. Thought so. Okay, so this is a 94 about this. And this is our service that we actually do need for this adventure. We start to chase him down. But no, I was thinking about putting my players against a more story elemental one.
Here, preying on the weak and using
Get them away
craven
from hack
tricks
and
against
slash.
the defenders of mankind. Perhaps we should find their leaders
And see
give
if
them a fair
they'll,
share of their own medicine.
Get a little more into it. Other than just bang stuff up. Think more about what's going on. What they could be doing. I don't know if they will. Not everybody does. Not everybody does role play well. But, you know. I also don't think the way through a room very well. And that's kind of a shame. You know, they don't think to search or whatever. Well, they think to search. But going past, like, just searching. They don't always think to go past that. Back here, you stupid service cop. Ah, no. Got it. That was close. That was close. That was a lot of boom.
No pity.
There you go. They didn't even talk about the Servo Skull. I mean, we got him.
Teleport beacon in range.
We got the Servo Skull. But they didn't chime off on it. Yeah, we're okay. It's just a matter of working through it. And
Teleport beacon in range.
Success is
there we go, that's two.
measured in blood.
The other stuff doesn't really matter. Like the beacon's not that useful. It takes us back to the center, but we can walk there as fast as it can teleport us.
Loading.
So it's really not that useful. Wait, that's my servo skull.
A corrupted servo skull possessing important picked captures is trying to escape. You must disable the construct before it launches self-sacrifice protocol.
Oh my goodness. So in this
You have
particular
disabled the corrupted
adventure,
servo skull. Confidential material has been secured from the wreckage.
I had 2 servo skulls in this mission. I had one in another mission. And with the one we actually were going after, that was kind of odd that it didn't have the vocal chime off.
You've set a fine example
As
for
they
this
usually
kind,
do.
Inquisitor.
By the Emperor.
And I have had a bug out where it didn't do the vocal, but it still registered the kill and stuff. But that was kind of weird.
Teleport beacon in range.
Look at it, show begin to my chest. The fire's in the roof. Alright. What do we got? So that should be a lot of stuff. I get it. Alright. Let's go load some stuff here. Now. Let's do this one. You know, anything above 100, we can't do. 100, okay. Above 100, we really can't do yet. I don't have the right configuration of equipment for that. Mainly because it's still configured for experience. So I have like 4 or 5 slots
The web of heresy
that would
and
normally go
corruption is
towards
spun by
DPS
powerful beings and perverted minds.
is tied up
Their
in
leaders, and this
giving us as much
construct
experience
of
as
evil
possible.
will come crashing down.
which gives me an experience gain of, what is it? So an experience gain of plus 120 without modifiers. Because we're trying to get to 100. We're at 94. We're getting there. And we'll get there. But it's just one of those things. It takes time. It takes effort. It's not really efficient. But it's you.
Off with your head.
There we go. did not need y'all to.
Damnation.
Alright, there goes the boss. I did not need all those people helping out. Multiple Stardies, multiple other fire squads. Did not need all of them. Definitely did need all the fire squads. So. Alright. Making progress. We're almost done with this particular adventure. That's really bad. Give me at least a break here. Who ordered this chaos? Alright, that's one down. Okay, that takes care of that one. Here's the other one.
Duty prevails.
That was actually pretty easy when they didn't have all that trash around them to suck up the bombs. Okay. We're working through it. I still have a bunch of map left, so once I clear the bosses, I'll have to go through and explore the rest of the map to make sure that we don't have like any of the info fragments on this particular map. Because it is possible. There's like one left. And I don't know where it is. Could be on one of the maps that we're not going to be doing because they're too high level or whatever. But it could also be here. Alright. Easy. Easy peasy. Foster. Takes care of the mission.
Now you can watch the body wander aimlessly.
Now we're just gonna go look and see if we need anything else of value. I'll probably kill most of it. Because it's a good experience. First, if you can get the mini bosses. They're usually with good experience. Oh, trash mobs. That's that so much. But mini bosses, definitely. Trash mobs take out more because they're just in the way than anything else. There we go. I mean, the Stardays are always like tough candidates that you need to worry about. So it looks like we're clear. Yeah, we're clear. Good for this board. Do I have a green key this week? Did I pick one up? I might have. Yeah, I do have a green key. Cool. Very cool. Alright, So that is 104. That's out of our level range. Take this one. Which I double check the last of the missions and see where they go. Let's see how this works out. I'm actually impressed. I just realized there's a bunch of you watching today. 7 people is a lot.
Several warp rifts are active in the area. Don't stay in that cesspit any longer than
It's
necessary.
a lot for me to get on a Saturday stream. I appreciate y'all showing up.
Sacred murder.
Means that we're playing something that people want to see for a change. Or at least not dying enough. There are other Warhammer games, so this is the last continuous event we're doing with Inquisitor. You know, we did the whole storyline on this character. We did all the Crusades in this one. We've done the majority of the war. We're not done with the war, so I still need to finish that. So we will finish that at some point in this character. And I'm thinking about picking up a different Warhammer 40k game that I have, because I got a bunch of them. And playing through them. We did do Rogue Trader for a while, but I kind of got soft locked on that one.
The rift is sealed. The job isn't done yet.
My character got bugged for a while. I think they fixed it, but I don't know. It's a good game. It's fun. I might try it again with a different character build and see if I can, and hopefully it doesn't soft lock me again like it did last time, and see if we can get through that and explore the whole sector.
Perhaps we can save the day after all.
Because we had a bit of a problem with that one. Because you're supposed to go find resources and then come back. For whatever weird reason,
Imperial reconnaissance forces located.
it soft locked and it wouldn't let us continue the
Current
mission.
situation is terminal. Immediate action required.
Or didn't give us the
Reconnaissance
flags
force
or whatever.
Send basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
Which is always a bad thing. And you don't know where you're supposed to go next.
Ready to fight.
Or what you're supposed to do. It's a pain. But nice. So I might try it again and see how that goes. Without doing it on stream? I don't know.
For the Emperor.
That's in a probably no category. I might record it though. And then, you know, post the VODs for it. I might do that. But I probably won't stream that one.
For the Emperor.
Like Baldur's Gate. I really like Baldur's Gate 3. It's a
We were
good
on the verge
game.
of a cataclysm, but the day is saved.
But
It's time to open a
I
bottle
found
of
that-
Prosec. You deserve it.
that the majority of the gameplay,
Charge.
the people who saw it didn't really want to be here. You know, they didn't stick around. 'Cause it's a long game. It's a repetitive story. It is replayable. Don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of replayability. Because there's different ways to play it, different characters you can play in side stories. But there is a lot of static, non-fun gameplay or non-gun storyline. It's all very consistent. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the romance arcs that it has, but they really force the romance down your throat. And it's like, well, what if you don't want to play that way? It feels like you're playing an incomplete version of the game. You know? You also have deficiencies in your class builds. Because if you want a healer, you only have like one option. Which is silly. Either you gotta heal or you gotta take a shower. But in Rogue Trader, you don't have that problem because you've got enough variety in your party that you're not pigeonholed into taking any one particular character group just to survive encounters. And I like that. I mean, I have one of the Sigmar games. I could do that. That might be fun. 103, no. 102, nope. 100, 102, what is this one? Plague Guard. Intel Pursuit. Got a 100. So short an info fragment and a bunch of keys. And I'm not happy about that. But and this one here is 97, so we can do that with one life. Alright, we'll do this one. We'll do this one, and then we'll go finish up the Crusade. Because that's what we want to do.
Our intelligence assets claim that valuable data might be recovered from the battlefield. Find some survivors and locate the intel.
All right. We just want to take this one nice and slow. Avoid bosses if we can. Because we don't have to kill everybody. You have to avoid these stupid Astartes, though. They will kill you if you're not careful. See? These plague Astartes are a real pain in my butt. Everything else in this board is not bad. But plague Astartes are just overpowered, in my opinion. I get the feeling it's over here. I was gonna go on a hunch. That I have to cross the bridge past this bastard. Thank you for dying. Well, there's a chest up here. That counts.
Recoil, unclean.
Yeah. We're okay until we get to those kinds of guys. Surprisingly enough, we're doing well. I'm actually surprised. Okay. That's it. Surprisingly enough. Get rid of those guys. And grab the chest. Oops, sweet, cool. And we'll go back around and check the rest of it. Neural implant. That's what we need right there. No. Give me that. Hush. Down, Hellspawn. Being spawn just needs to stay down. That's what we want to get rid of. Okay, so not here. Run. Run. Yes. Kills him. That's all we need to work out. Where's it? You need to work these guys down bit by bit. Don't try and take them all at once. Isolate the Astartes and the other, heavy hitters and take them out before you get too far. Not this guy. This is the worst. Honestly, that guy's the worst. He isn't worth it. It's really not. He's not worth killing. He's hard to kill, and it's not worth it. The experience gained for him. It's just not worth the kill. And unfortunately, for some stupid reason, they decided to make him have an infinite follow speed.
Inquisitor, my calculations
Abort this one.
give you
I'm not
some
wasting my
chance
last
of
life.
success for this
Nope.
one last
We're
try.
leaving that one. With that particular bad guy, there is 0% chance of success. 0. He hits way too hard for us to clear him. Okay, everything else is too far above our pay grade. So I guess we'll just go and clear out this one here and do what you do. Tyranid Assault. Sporocrast. We gotta kill a bunch of these things. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. We just have to kill like 6 of them. And then we're done with the last Crusade we need to clear. And total time would be... what?
The very
3.5 hours?
existence of this filth defiles
What'd
the
you find?
Imperium. They may be great in numbers, but if we sever the head, the body will die. Kill their leaders and break their will.
And we're not really concerned about doing 100% clear on this because, frankly, these missions don't have extra fines on them. Oh my gosh. That is not a guy you want to take on with all of his little pets. Jeez. It's just the way it works. Like, man, just get out of the way. Alright. Now, we can come and actually kill Sporocrast.
Damnation.
Okay,
is
one
eternal.
down. One Sporocrast down. It's the bosses, though. Always the mini bosses that get you. Get a bunch of them, you know, get them on the screen with a bunch of other mobs. It's always a problem. So, as I'm debating what I'm going to do next. We've got a lot of RPGs that I could buy. I don't know if I want to go do those. I like doing those. I can enjoy the story and I have to discuss it. So I might do those offline.
Success is measured in blood.
Alright, here we go. Yeah, I know. Gotta kill an addiction. So annoying. There it goes. Grab that. So that's 2 of 6 down. I guess this one over here is next. It's kind of an odd shape for a map. Most of the maps are rectangular or square. At least the overall map anyway. And the interior map may be a different shape based on the topography or whatever. But it's kind of odd to have this one be a kind of, you know, L shape or whatever. There goes that guy. That leaves Sporocrast.
Success
Let's Sporocrast
is
down.
measured in blood.
Sweet. So that leaves us with 3 left. Doing good. Actually doing really good on this. So for those of you who are watching and have not either followed or subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. Doing so allows you to know when I go live, allows you to know when I post new videos, which I do regularly, and allows you to be able to help me decide what's best to play next. Because by knowing what people want to see, based on views, likes, and whatever, and commentary, I'll be able to know which games are the ones that are best for everybody involved. Because I play a lot of different types of games. Knowing which games people like seeing helps me know which ones to
We
work with.
deserved worse. Much worse.
Especially when I'm looking for new games. It's always the trick, because helping me find new games is where y'all come in. So if y'all do that, it makes my life so much easier. We got here. Because these types of games, where we do like the run stuff, I have done these a lot. And they tend to go over well with the community, but they're kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it's, like this one here seems to go over real well because a lot of people like 40k. That's because I like the game. Because I like the universe and the lore and the visuals of the different monsters and different races and such. But knowing what people like helps me out. So I can narrow down which games are better. But as I said, I've got a couple others that I'm gonna work out because I've got time this week because I'm off for the holidays. So I'm gonna do a little bit of play testing for some of the games that I've got. See which ones I like. And then from the ones that I've decided that I like, I'm gonna go ahead and choose from those. I even put a poll up over on YouTube or over on X to see what y'all want, and then go from there to determine which one we're gonna do for after when we're done with Return to Moria. Because that's what we're going to be working on for the most part on stream for the next week or so. But once that's done, I haven't decided what we're going to do. I could go back and do another game in this style. Or I could go do a wide variety of options. There's a lot of options that I have.
Fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.
I have hundreds of games,
Glory to the Emperor.
but knowing which ones are the ones that people want to see, that's what I don't have.
Crusade, Inquisitor. There must be a teleport beacon nearby.
Yeah, it is, but the last elite is trying to run away. And that's bad. There it goes. Alright, we're done with that. Take the silver beacon. Oh, here we go. It's like, wait a minute. So we have... Let's start over here. This one has blueprints. Not really sure I want that. This one has architect shards. I might get that one. This one has tarot cards and void shards. We'll take that. Because I want the tarot cards. This one has consumables. Definitely don't care about consumables. Main supreme chest. Let's have a look at that. So we have that's okay. That one's actually pretty solid. Oh, that resistance? That's pretty solid. Don't care about the focus though. The warp anomaly focus state. Focus regen, it's useful, but it's not the best one. Hell's Gullet. Chance to kill gains inocular charge. It's okay. Life drain is good. Loot quality bonus is good. But, yeah. Unbroken Shelter. This has got the jump attack. I haven't used that. But it's okay. Heavy Bolter. Let's see. Damage bonus and targets closer than 10 meters. Okay, so that's the one I'm currently using, except it's got a much better longer range damage bonus. But it only has 4 instead of 5 blues. So it's better in one respect, but not in another. Alright, so it leaves us with architect shards, consumables, and blueprints. Well, I know what I'm not getting. So it leaves me with 3 keys. Let's go with this one. Ooh! That was a big win. That was a huge win. Now what's this one here? This one here... Chance to add general vulnerability when target gets debuff. That's useful. What's this one do? Berserk tokens. I don't use Berserk. That's okay. Again, that's okay if I was doing a rage build, but I'm not. This is the Sentinel armor. This one's actually pretty decent, but if it doesn't have 5 pips, it's probably not better than what I have. Right now we're trying to get ones with a good yellow stat and 5 blue stats. So, let's go with this one. Oh, that was the craft materials. I guess this is the next one. Song codes. Nice. That's the one we needed. That's it. We're good for that. Song codes was definitely a good win there. Oh, let's take the chair cards. I want to max those out. But let's clear off all this stuff that's garbage. Get us the money. Which takes us down to literally 1 page. It's not bad. Don't need that. All of this stuff is probably going to be useless, though. Berserk, don't care. Enrage token, don't care. Shocked enemies have a chance to miss. That's decent, especially when you add Thunderbolt of Authority to it. So that might be okay. It's a good resistance one, but I'd rather do that. Nah. Yeah, if it doesn't have 5, I really don't care at this point. Because 90 is the max level, I believe. I haven't seen anything higher than that, unless you hit 100. Maybe you get hundreds, but as far as I know, 90 is the max. So unless it's got 5, it really isn't worth it to hold on to. Yeah, no, that was worth it. This one here probably isn't worth it. Not worth the effort. Let's just dump everything off. Oops. That one was in the wrong spot. 13. Alright. So that takes care of that whole crusade. That finishes what we'd planned to do today. I think we might do that, though. Let me check to see if there's anything here that's got level ups that are needed to work on. No. Not really. Oh, 91. So you can get 91s. Either I have to make them. I might have made this one. That is possible that I actually made that one. By doing the +1 levels. That is a very possible thing. Because I don't see any other 90s. If it's not a 90, why am I holding on to it? There's no reason to hold on to anything that's not a 90. Check my storage real quick. Make sure I'm not holding on to anything that's not 90 here as well. Yeah, see, that one's not 90. There's an I. I'm gonna put this stuff away. I don't need it out right now. All it's doing is sucking up space. Anything else here that needs levels? This one here doesn't have five thingies, so I'll probably just trash that. Same thing with that one. That one. That one. Okay. So let's trash these out. And what I'll do is equip that. And equip that. Now let's do Ordos missions. I haven't done these this week. That's 100. 97. 97. So we got some easy ones in here. Yeah, let's do this. This one here. Let's do an easy one. I haven't been focusing on these, and I really should be. But we'll do these 3, and then... Unless I want to see something specific. We might just call it a day.
Demons, heretics.
Purge!
Enact the Emperor's will and purge the universe of their taint. Let hatred be our shield, and their blood our
I love
salvation.
Purge. Purges are so easy. I don't mind doing purges at all. Even with a little harder, higher level, whatever. I have to think about them. And that's what I like about them. I don't have to think about it. It just makes my life so much easier.
Kneel to none. The Inquisitor must die!
Ew. That's like some nasty little buggers. These ogrins, they got a lot of them. Yeah, this way first. They got a tank.
The Emperor protects.
Yeah. Big tank. That was a nasty one. He here does some serious damage if we weren't lucky or not careful. Definitely could have done some serious damage. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But like I said, if there's a particular game or style game that you want to see, let me know and I will consider it. I'm always willing to take up suggestions. Now, in our case, like I said, the game we'll be playing the rest of this week will be Return to Moria, because we're partially done with that game. And
The battle is swinging our way. One last push and the
we just need to
victory is
finish
ours.
up.
Once again, the enemies of the Imperium failed miserably.
Okay, there. So we'll finish that up sometime this week. Oh look, my spam bot is just now came on. I hate these spam bots. So I think it seems to show up over on Twitch. I don't seem to get any viewers over there these days. But I always get these two spam bots. I don't know why. That's a 94. And this one is a 96. Let's do this one. That'll get me to level 3 on that. On the green Ordos. And that'll be very helpful. Very helpful. And we just have to worry about whatever the last one
Corruption
is.
lies beyond the veil. There is nothing but suffering and death beneath the stars. And purges are great. They're usually really easy missions. Even at higher levels.
Perish, filth
it's like, you know, plus a lot of level. It's not bad. Purges tend to be pretty easy in general. They usually have a lot of bosses, so even if it's a higher level, where it's like in the red zone, it's usually not bad. Oops, that was a weird glitch. That spline went everywhere. The mesh deformed in a weird way. Guys, Lord spline. That dates me. You don't hear those words anymore. No one talks about splines anymore.
The battle is swinging
Meshes,
our way.
yes.
One last push and the
Splines,
victory is
no.
ours.
It's the same bloody thing. But most people don't know the terminology. Even if you're in 3D graphics. It's not what they use anymore. They just call everything a mesh, and it's like, it's not. Meshes have different functions and formats, and
You gave them death.
spline is one,
Presley. My compliments.
and it's used for certain types of engines, for certain types of scenarios. But, you know. Has been being around video games long enough. You kind of learn everything. Got one more mission left on the Holy Ordos. Let's see if we can find. Thank you. We have a purge at 97. A purge at 100. It's like this one here. We're still not there. So that one's got 3. This one's like 1 mission off. This one's 1 mission off. What's the difference? This one gives us adding Spark of Glory. Give crafting materials and Archaeotech relic blueprints. That's interesting. What's this one give us? Psalm codes. That's more useful. I think it's Psalm codes. More often than not, I need the Psalm codes because I'm trying to do complex doctrines. And I don't have the one I need, so I have to sit there and craft them and then pray I've got enough pieces. But if I can buy some,
Xenos, demons.
then it'll be a lot easier to
Enact the Emperor's
craft
will
the ones
and
that I need if
purge
I
the
can't buy them
universe of
outright.
taint. Let hatred be our shield.
I don't have
and
infinite
blood
psalm
our
codes yet.
salvation.
I haven't been playing enough to get stuff like that. Get more psalm codes than I could ever use. I've played enough to unlock a lot of stuff, but not everything. Not yet, anyway. If I play enough, I'll get there, but I don't know if I'll play that much. That is a lot of gameplay to get to that level. So, if I can share gear between my characters, I think you can do. then that's possible. Maybe share that stuff, but I don't know if you can. Oh, that was fun. Oop. This is gonna burn off real quick. And this one's got a timer on it. The timer on the right hand side, if you hadn't noticed, will go up every time you kill something. If it reaches 0, you fail. So if you kill something or achieve objectives, the timer goes up. So you get more and more time to beat the mission. Which allows that when you beat easy stuff, you get time. When you beat hard stuff, you don't get as much time. You know, you don't gain much time, but you progress through
If I can't
that.
silence the alarm, I'll face some serious resistance. Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah, no, I'll get rid of that.
Now, where was I?
Okay. Not that I've ever died or lost out to the timer. Most of the time I see the timer, I don't even notice it. Because it's not a significant mechanic to worry about for most missions.
Perseverance favors the bold. Give them more death.
Servos go! Get that stupid Servos go. There it goes. Take the big loot box. I'll take the big loot box. Because Servo skulls are always worth a lot of loot.
Glorious carnage.
Bye bye, Dreadnought.
You gave them death generously. My compliments.
And nothing in this map. Cool. That takes care of the 3 of those that I can do each week. What do we got? Anything else? Ew, that's some salt armor. Let's have a look. Clear everything else off, yes. What's left? A chain sword. Don't care. Alright. Let's look at the things that we put on. See how they're doing. Critical hits dealt on level or above villains. Now this one's got crit damage, crit strength, and crit severity. So that's actually really solid. The other one that we're wearing, it's new, is this weapon, which is suffer damage taken, almost is half done. Damage bonus, that's good. Complete missions without taking melee damage. That's a little trickier. That's not bad for a bolter. pretty decent for a bolter. And if you give it the splitting bolts like I've got on my heavy bolter, might be pretty solid, depending on what the other stats are. Anything else we can do easily tonight? Let's see. Yeah. Not happening. Yeah, but that can happen. Oh yeah. Rubus is up. Okay, I don't have enough there. I only have one token. So that's pretty much it for what we had planned for today. Thank you for dropping in. It's greatly appreciated. Like I said before, if you have not liked and subscribed to the videos, please do so. And that'll allow you to see what we got coming up, as well as, lets me know what you think. So thank you for dropping in, and have a good night. I'll see you next time when we do Lord of the Rings Return to Moria.